Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Keep It Real. This is Hayden and Harry's review on The Gorge. The Gorge is a Apple TV movie that came out this past weekend. The movie stars Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. Spoiler alert, we spoil every movie, every show, so be aware if you're not going to watch it. They started off with Anya's character. Her name is Darsa?
Darsa, yeah.
And the first thing she does is take somebody out from a distance. So she did it,
She was a sniper.
Yeah. The next scene that we go to, they break away from Anya's character and we go to Miles Teller's. He's a loner. You can tell he's a loner. He has PTSD from the war.
Yeah, he was ex-Marine captain, sharpshooter. Yeah. And he holds like a bunch of other records.
He thinks he's signing up for a military assignment.
Tony Weaver
is the person that's hiring him. She asks him, do you have any relatives, anybody holding you back? And he's like, no, I'm all by myself, so he'd be perfect. They didn't care, so they just shipped him off to this island. And when they dropped him off, he looks out and literally, it's a gorge.
Yep.
There's two sides of it. There's a west side where he's from, and then the gorge, and then the east side, there's another tower on the other side. This huge divide of land. They replace somebody each and every year. So the guy that he's replacing is so happy to see him.
So he gets to leave.
Yeah, because exactly, he gets to leave. He's asking, why am I here? So, the guy just throws like a bomb down and then you hear some noises. They don't give it away what's going on down there.
Yeah, no, they don't. He was explaining about what was going on. He also explained about the people in the gorge. Cool. So they called them the Hollow Men. During the whole time we were like, oh, what's these Hollow Men? What are they?
Yeah, you don't know who they are. Miles Teller's character's name is Levi. After Levi settles in, the other guy packs up, he's, farewell, he's leaving. He throws up a smoke signal to get carried.
A flare, pretty much, just to get him out.
Helicopter picks him up and just takes him out. So right away, you already know the story that the people, whoever is going to be protecting the gorge, is going to get taken out after the end of the year or after they serve. Levi settles into his fort and he looks across the gorge and he knows that Darsa, she's on the other side. They start communicating. They develop a bond. Yeah, but they're not supposed to be communicating, but they were. They communicated a lot. They shared everything. The romance was played out very nicely. I thought they had built up, and by the time they finally did see each other, they had that good rapport. During the time that Anya and Miles were communicating with just they were using binoculars and just writing to each other. First or second time, right away, the Hollow people saw it coming up. Awesome. They didn't make you wait to see who the antagonists were. So right away, boom, they were climbing up. Anya's character was shooting the ones that's climbing up his side, Miles' side, and then Miles was shooting at the ones that's climbing up her side. So they were just climbing up the gorge, the side walls of the gorge. And
then we actually got to go look at what they are, and they're like mutated humans, as
human tree-like creatures.
They do explain it later in the movie, and we'll get to that obviously.
They're pretty cool though.
They looked really good.
It's a great battle scene.
Yeah,
it's almost like a video game. Watching these guys, attacking the zombies in video games. It was awesome because you see them blow up and destroyed. But that's the first time you get to see who these men,
the Hollow Men.
The Hollow Men are. Levi asked, you want to have dinner tonight? And then he goes, on this character says, what? He shoots like Hayden.
He didn't shoot a grapple. Yeah. He shot an RPG with a rope at the end of it.
He basically zip-lined across and had dinner with Anya. And this is what I really liked about this movie. They could have played it off again. He could have went back home and, longer time in between. But the day he's supposed to jettison back home, he's about to zip line back, and boom, he got to near the middle, and then the Hollow Man was trying to climb up his side again, triggering the landmines, and snapped his rope. Yeah. Miles Teller starts falling down the gorge. Obviously, Anya has feelings for him. He's not going to just leave him down there. Anya jumps down with a parachute, like Hayden says, and goes and rescues Miles. Once we get down to the gorge, we see it's pretty gross down there, really, because that's when the horror aspect, I say, comes about, because it gets kind of creepy get creeped out by things like
giant centipedes. It was kind of gooey. You see trees,
skeleton
monsters.
heads on spiders. This is where the most of Deus Ex Machina happens.
Okay, so they explore underground bunker area where supposedly there was a bunker there, which a bunch of chemical and where the main manufacturing and where the main laboratory was. And there was an old tape, I guess.
Which is here's the Deus Ex
that said, like,
before we
God forgive us.
Yeah. Deus Ex Machina is he found the tape like that. It was just labeled right there. Powered up the place with a backup generator. Since 1944. And it worked.
And then immediately they grab something, they pull it down.
You found a projector.
Boom. Projector screen.
Yeah, everything.
They pulled it up. Projector screen.
It was very interesting.
And then they play it.
Popped up. It was just right there. And then
the video did explain the whole chemical experiments, which was just there was an earthquake that happened, which pretty much
sunk the whole program
down and split everything. So that caused the problem.
Basically, it's a whole new city down there, and what they've discovered is that it's a nuclear testing site. Went awry and basically mutated all these people,
like combining like the natural environment with humans, and then the whole thing was that after 5 days,
if you're exposed to whatever they're doing down there, 5 days
the gas
you're
or whatever,
infected.
They go through and then they find a very modern looking computer with a very modern looking keyboard.
Actually, that was supposed to be like a fail-safe system where the Sigourney Weaver is running the company. So Miles Teller, hacks into the computer and he pretty much finds out all the information of what they're doing down there, how all this has been going on since 1944, how to destroy it, and what's happening with all the people that has been there. They find out that the people most likely they got killed. Or they killed them. They're all trying to harness something down, whatever they...
No, they want to harness the people
because
to make them into super soldiers. So eventually they escape and head up back into the tower. And then Levi heads back over to his tower.
Before he actually heads back over to his tower, he professes his love for
Anya. Yeah, he does profess her love.
That's important.
That's the big thing.
Because, she went down for him and he was actually surprised to see her down there and said, "Oh, you came for me." Sigourney Weaver questions Miles Teller, asking, "Do you know what's going on with the other side? With the, Anya?"
And he's like, "Oh, no, I don't know anything."
She questions him to see if they went down there because something triggered the computer. She knows he's lying because they had a video camera, which, here's the thing.
There's a camera on there?
How do you not notice a camera on a computer? I'm sorry. She knows that he's lying, so right away, she calls. She says, "Let's send the team. We're gonna go take them out." Here's my thing: when she says, "Let's send the team," I thought it was gonna be a team.
There was 4 people, including her.
Right?
There was 4 people, including her.
Yeah,
it was.
We're talking about 2 highly trained tactical sharpshooters, and you brought in one guy that's basically protecting Sigourney Weaver's character because she's doing nothing, walking around.
The other guy, no clue where he went.
I don't know where he went. And then the pilot's just sitting there. That was it.
Pilot and co-pilot just there.
That's the funny part of it. But both Miles Teller and Anya's characters, they rigged the whole place to blow. Once those satellite dampening devices go down, it triggers a reaction from the siren going off. It's what they call the stray dog.
Yeah, it's called the stray dog.
The stray dog is an atomic bomb.
Yep.
It's just going to nuke the entire gorge. We're actually coming to the end of the story right now, and basically, you obviously going to know what happened. Those guys they destroyed the whole gorge. They blew up those towers that block the signal, and obviously the stray dog goes off. Sigourney Weaver is a real bitch in the movie, so once she tries to fly away, she blows up. So that's a good payoff right there. The next scene is them trying. They're running opposite directions, and you're hoping that they survive. Miles Teller gets blown into the water. You don't know if he survives. Anya's character has 5 days to see if she's exposed to the toxins or whatnot, and she's fine.
She's fine, but
End of the story, they meet up and happily ever
Yeah.
after. Me personally, I love this movie.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was excellent. No, the reason why I think it's good is because they did not slow roll anything. You know, sometimes I always say that some of these movies that we're watching, it could be, they should just put on streaming because they're slow rolling it, and there's
Everything happened very quickly.
Everything happened very quickly. The slow parts was right because
Yeah.
they were building
Their world building.
They're building the characters of how they started building a relationship. I thought that worked. 2 actors, Anya Taylor-Joy, Miles Teller, knocked it out of the ballpark. They're great actors. They did an excellent job. Sigourney Weaver just added to it. 3 excellent actors, and they did a great job. I enjoyed this movie immensely. And if I have to give it a rating like I usually do, 4 out of 5. And out of 10, I was at 8 out of 10. Knocks it out of the water. I personally think they blew their chance and put it out on streaming and did not put it out in the movie theaters. This movie would have worked in the movie theaters.
Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Don't forget to go down below in comments and tell us what you thought about the movie as well if you have seen it or if you guys are going to go see it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share to others, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day.